Dario. Let's put this on a separate path that we proceed on private as well as on the government side in parallel, and I think we can still make it in time. Yeah. But not after. Otherwise, we'll wait one of the other. So do we have a champion from the government? Or so it's important that we get at least the working levels established. Because if we need to arrange for some charter flights from, I don't know, maybe from Singapore, from Jakarta, that we know we can get the required permissions and people are asking for visas and all that stuff. So eventually we have these interfaces, but we can work in parallel. Fully agree with you, Dario.
Yeah. I think that Singapore makes sense being an international hub. I will look at Jakarta also as an option. Darwin is always an option as well because of the proximity. But obviously, entering in and out of Australia is always more expensive than doing that through an international hub.
Yeah.
Or I remember direct flights from Dubai as well. Having that's another opportunity. Actually, if we find any kind of interest from the Arab world, there is a lot of resources available. Direct flights from Dubai, that would be fantastic, right?
It's Dubai, and I was recently flying with Qatar Airways for a while. I mean, the Hamad Airport and even Qatar Airways is #1 rated in the world now. I mean, they're really great, and these guys have money because
and Peter,
there was something like 500,000 for a flight, charter flight, all the way direct from Europe to Delhi.
Sorry, Peter. I think Antonio wanted wanted to say something there.
Antonio.
Yes. If you need any information in regard to charter flight to Timor, please put it in the email so I can start working and contact government agencies that related to this issue, then explore information from them so you can have a preliminary advanced information you might need to start to.
I'm thinking, Senor Antonio, as well, I'm thinking Swai Airport, brand new Swai Airport, and the incredible opportunity to get flights directly lined in there because the Eclipse is going to be better visibility from the South Island, the south part of the island. That is, again, another opportunity to promote, to use that brand new airport that haven't been used yet apart from a few flights, right?
2 airports?
Yes, there is one in Swai, the city of Swai. International airport, brand new.
True. We actually have Swai, Kusi, and Dili. The infrastructure is okay, frankly speaking, but we need to look at the safety issue, which is I need to explore information from the authorities.
In what sense? Safety issue? What do you mean? Antonio, what do you mean? Safety issue?
Say again?
What do you mean with safety issue? What is the safety issue on that airport?
I believe there's a certain condition that apply by ICAO, international regulations, which should have limited information, but I need to explore information with the person and then give you.
Oh, so do you mean by the size of the airplanes that can land in that runway, and which type of planes are allowed to land and permits? That's kind
of. It's a specific technical
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when you said a safety issue, I think that it rings Peter's bells, and it's like, oh, is it going to be people being kidnapped, after the land?
No, it's not. That's not the.
For technical safety and regulations.
Yeah, exactly. Because also for Delhi, I was looking at really chartering the plane directly Europe to Delhi, 15-hour flight. But then the answer spec was that Delhi is not what's it called? Not accredited. How do you call that? Not set out for
IATA.
Wide body, IATA, whatever. So you have limited. You have only these airplanes with a range of 6 to 8 hours flight. So I think the better option would be really to use an already international accepted hub pretty close again. And if you go to Australia and then back, there was also some limitations with immigration and probably you need visa and all that stuff. So it's probably Jakarta, Singapore, and really looking at Qatar. And the next thing is that how do we fund this? Like there has to be a pre-funding, pre-book, and So, but that's even I was looking something at that we say, look, there's only 100, 200, 300 spaces available. So you show your interest, and then we fine tune, and there is a budget, and then you book something like this, I couldn't even remotely talk about this with big travel agencies. They are what we don't understand, sorry. And the next thing is that they're all so busy now. People have a lot of money saved during COVID, and they want to spend it now. So that's also an important piece. Yeah? So now is a very good time to get that done. They already have numbers that in the minute it's past Easter,